Okay. Hi everyone. So today we are going to be reviewing the complete speech structure. I know we have been reviewing a lot of things recently, especially because we're coming close to the public speaking event. So it's just going to be good practice before we work on some other things real quick for the last, I think, four sessions. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start off with our essential question like we do every single week. And this week's essential question is, how do we organize a great speech from beginning to end? So I'm going to start a 3-minute timer and just discuss this with your partner. Okay, guys, great job with that. Let's keep moving on. Okay. So what makes a speech strong? A strong speech isn't about having good ideas, right? Well, it does take a part of that, but you also need to know how to organize your ideas, how to support your reasons, how to give examples, how to deliver your speech, how to avoid common mistakes. Today, we're going to put all of these together. Okay, a speech can be organized into four main parts, right? Introduction, what am I talking about? Main point slash reason. What is my first important idea? Supporting details. Why should my audience believe or understand this? Conclusion, what do I want my audience to remember? Think of it like building a house, beginning, ideas, evidence, and ending. Okay, introduction. Your introduction should grab attention, right? It should introduce your topic, give your audience an idea of what's coming. Oh, ways to start. Ask a question, tell a short story, give us a surprising fact, create a scenario, make a strong statement. Avoid starting with, "Hi, today I'm going to talk about." You can do better than that, guys. Trust me. You do not want to be doing that. Okay. Now, part 2, strong reasons. If you're going to convince your audience of something, you need strong reasons. A strong reason should support your main idea, make sense, be relevant, be something you can explain. Weak. Your school uniforms are bad because I don't like them. Stronger would be your school uniforms can limit students' ability to express their individuality, right? And then ask yourself, does this reason actually support my point? Okay? So good job with that. Let's keep moving on. So choose your strongest reason. Imagine your topic is students should have more time or for creative activities. Which reason are strongest? Because it's fun. Creative activities can give students opportunities to explore interests outside of traditional academics. Because I like art. Which one would you choose and why? Okay, I'm going to give you guys a second to think about that real quick. Okay, I hope that you said B, because it's like the one that has the most information. And I'm sorry for the background noise. My brother's kind of in the room. So, yeah, I apologize for that. So, yeah, it should be B because it shows like a lot of description about what is going to come. Okay. Don't just make a claim. Compare claim, exercise is important, claim plus example. Okay, so exercise is important because it can help people stay active and support their overall health. For example, even regular activities like walking, biking, or playing a sport can help someone stay physically active. Examples answer. Okay, what does that actually look like? So don't do this claim, exercise is important. Do the claim that is like exercise plus example, the one I just read. Okay, the reason and then example connection. Okay, so a simple structure. Reason, what is my point? Explanation, why does it matter? Example, can I show what I mean? Example, reason. Reading is valuable. Example, it exposes people to different ideas and perspectives. Example, someone who reads books from different cultures can learn about experiences from different from their own. Okay, your turn. Complete this. Okay, so topic is going to be students should spend more time blank. Choose one reason, then like add a reason, obviously. So write this down on a piece of paper or just like formulate it in your head and then just think of a good explanation, right? I don't want something simple. I want something that is a little bit more in depth and like that has a lot of detail, okay? And then you can share it with a partner. So I suggest writing it down on a piece of paper. Okay, so your 3 minutes starts now. Okay, guys, great job with that. Let's keep going. Okay, so your speech isn't just words, right? You can have an amazing speech, but if you speak too quietly, rush through everything, stare at the floor, slouch, speak in the same tone, your message becomes harder to follow. Remember what we've learned: posture, eye contact, volume, pace, tone, and pauses. Those are really important in having a great speech. Okay, confidence during your speech. Before speaking, take a breath. Stand tall. Look at your audience. Start slowly. If you make a mistake, pause, breathe, and continue. You don't need to restart your entire speech because of one mistake. And if you make a mistake and you keep on going, sometimes people don't even realize that you made a mistake. Because the thing is, whenever you make a mistake, and you keep going, then no one knows what's in your speech, so how can they know you made a mistake, right? So just don't think about it too much and just keep on going. If you made a mistake, like said something like random during your speech, well, no one knows about your speech. Maybe if you said one word wrong, then no one's gonna know because they don't know what's inside your speech. So you can just keep on going and just keep on going with the next part. Okay, common speech mistakes. Okay, don't do too much information trying to say everything. um don't do weak responses, reasons that don't really support the main point, no example, making claims without explaining them, reading everything, looking at your paper instead of your audience, rushing, speaking so quickly that people can't follow, no clear ending, stopping without telling the audience what to remember, right? So, whenever you're public speaking, even at the fair, if you want to have a little note card, um, I think I still need to plan it out, but if it's going to be like an impromptu thing, then you won't obviously get a note card. But if you're going to do a prepared speech for the fair, you can have like a few bullet points, right? But you have to have most of the things memorized. But if there's something you just can't memorize and you're like, Mega, I can't memorize this, like it's really complicated and I keep forgetting it, I'm going to be like, it's okay, you can just write it down on a piece of paper or like a note card because that can help you remember. Okay. Can you spot the problems? Speech. School should start later because students need more sleep. School lunch should be better, and homework is sometimes annoying. Anyway, that's why school should start later. Okay, so what's wrong? I'm going to give you 1 minute to think about it. Starting now. Okay, guys, great job with that. These are some of the possible answers, right? Ideas aren't organized, some information isn't relevant, no examples, weak conclusion, ideas don't connect, right? So, here, I'll read it one more time and I'll tell you what is wrong with it, okay? So, these are some of them, but there's way more. School should start later because students need more sleep. Okay, this is good, but they could add more on that, right? It's not just because students need more sleep. And then they can say another point is, instead of saying also, school lunch should be better. Like you can say like my second point is school lunch should be better because it's not as great as what we eat at home and it's not really good quality and stuff like that. And then we could say, and then the next line is, and homework is sometimes annoying, right? You could say that they often give us a lot of homework, and it's really hard to complete, especially because we have so many classes. Anyway, that's why school should start later. So you should say, all in all, that's why I think school should start later, because students need more sleep, the school lunch should become better, and the homework, and we have a lot of homework. Something like that. It wasn't really good because, well, it was good for a beginner, but it wasn't really that good because I impromptued it. But if I were to sit down and write something, then it would be easier. But yeah, that's kind of it. Good job with that, guys. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna do a build your speech. So let's create a mini speech. Topic one change I would make at school. Your speech needs introduction, grabs attention, introduce your ideas, reason, give one strong reason, example, explain or illustrate your reason, conclusion, tell us what you want us to remember. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you about 30 seconds to kind of think, and then you each get let's see, 45 seconds to give your speech, right? Because that's about 2 minutes. So you and your partner are going to take 30 seconds to think of what you're going to say, and then you're going to give a 45-second short little mini speech to each other. And then I think we're going to do a reflection on the next slide. So let's just do that, okay? So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, great job with that. Okay, that was kind of the other side. I just made two of them to tell you what to kind of build your speech. And then this was actually the mini speech. So we just did that. So we're going to skip that. Quick feedback. After listening to your partner identify structure, did they have a clear beginning, middle, end? Reason, was their reasoning strong? Example, did they explain their idea with an example delivery? Did they speak confidently? Give one thing that they did well and one thing they could improve. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so you guys can just like talk about that for a quick moment. I'm not gonna put a timer or anything, but just like talk to your partner for like about a minute, and then I'll tell you guys when we can keep on going, okay? Okay, you guys can start right now. Okay, guys, I hope you had a good amount of time to talk about that real quick. Let's keep on going. Okay, the speech checklist. Okay, before giving a speech, ask yourself, do I have a clear introduction? Do I have a strong reasoning? Did I explain my ideas? Did I give examples? Do I have a conclusion? Can my audience hear me? Am I using eye contact? Am I speaking at a controlled pace? Okay, so those are all really important to have. Okay, let's keep going. Thank you so much, guys. That was great. Good job today. You guys did really well with the exercises and everything. So kudos to you on that. Let's talk about the impromptu acting prompts, and for third grade through fifth grade, these are the ones, and these are the ones for sixth to eighth grade. Okay, so your teacher will just give you a prompt as usual. For the people who have to do acting prompts and impromptu prompts for today. Okay, so yeah, again, like I said, thank you so much. You guys did an amazing job. Okay, and we only have about 4 more lessons, which is great. Your summer or your break is gonna start soon, so I'm so excited for you guys for that. Yeah, have a nice week, guys. Thank you again. Bye, everyone.